Hello everyone. This is Ziki here, and I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Anyway, as I promised a change of content, and you have already seen that I've been sharing, different kind of content from the political one that I used to share. Well, we have decided that we're going to be reverting back to the content that we used to share. I used to share this kind of videos some time back when I started the channel, and then later on along the way, I swayed into politics, but now I have decided to go back to my original content, which is about seeing places and giving information. Now again, I was sharing with you videos without information about certain places, just like it's meaningless to be seeing pictures and roads and everything with no content, with no information. So we have decided that, well, since I am based in Beijing, I am going to be sharing with you places that are found in Beijing, and with the details, okay, how, when, and why, and where they are, and their significance, and all this kind of information. And also, if in case I travel to another city, same thing, I'm going to be giving you with the details rather than just sharing, these tall buildings and kind of stuff. Well, now, in today's video, I'm going to introduce to you Beijing, which I'm going to be, touching on in upcoming videos that I'm going to be doing around the city. Okay. Now, Beijing is on a rapid urbanization, okay, which is taking place here, and the expansion of Chinese cities is taking place, currently, right? So, if you travel around Beijing, walking around the city, you will see tall glass buildings, but also you're going to see a lot of renovations going on around. However, to understand the growth and expansion, you need also to visit. I'm going to talk about the 16 districts that make up Beijing. Okay. Now, Beijing has a population of about 21,766 people, according to the United Nations World Urbanization Prospects. Okay, so there are about 21,766 thousands people who live in Beijing, with 16 districts, which are Dongcheng, Xicheng, Chaoyang, Fengtai, Shijingshan, Haidian, Mentogo, Fangshan, Tongzhou, Shunyi, Changping, Daxing, Huairou, Pigu, Meiyun, and Yanqing. So all these 16 districts, I've had the privilege of traveling to these places to see what is going on. And I've been sharing videos already of these developments that are happening around the city, but I've never been so detailed about which area is this, what kind of development they are doing in China, in that particular area that I will be talking about. So this is the reason why I decided, well, I need to be giving you with information, with the details, rather than to just be giving you videos, and photos meaningless to you. Okay, you might as well think that maybe this is just Harare, or maybe this is just Johannesburg, or this is Pretoria, because there is no detail in what I will be sharing. So because of that, this is the reason why I decided, like, I need to be giving you information. Okay, China wants to make sure that if you stay in your particular district, for example, you stay in Chaoyang, in Daxing district, which is the southern part of Beijing, you have everything that you want there. You have your shopping mall, you have beautiful housing, you have your recreational areas, you have your office spaces there and everything, so that they decongested the capital city, they decongested the CBD. Okay, right? So this is what has been happening. Like, you can, the video that you are watching right now, this particular place that you are watching here, it's in Fengtai district, where there's massive development there. There is massive development in that area, accommodation, in terms of residential, communities that are being erected there. They've got some, shopping mall. I've been there several times, and so that is why I know about this place, because I go there to see for myself. I don't usually love to take videos from the internet or to take videos that have been shot by others. No, I actually take my time to go to those places to see for myself what kind of development they're doing. So this particular video that you're watching right now was shot in Fengtai. Fengtai is an southwest, I would say, of Beijing CBD. Okay, this is where this is located from, and as you continue to see that the place is very nice. There's good water, they have all these reservoirs that are there, but also it's the plenty of land that was unutilized. So those are the areas now they are building. Okay, they are making residential communities so that people can stop running into the CBD area, and just stay in this district where they come from in the districts where they are, it also saved them a lot, okay? It also saved them a lot of, hassles of, taking long subway rides, long bus rides to and fro and this kind of stuff, okay? So this is another new community that I saw being constructed from ground to the level where it is right now. I saw this place. I've been documenting these areas. For those of you who want to see more of these videos, you can visit my Facebook page called Seeing China Through My Eyes. This is where I share all these videos of the developments that is happening in China. And because of this high development that is happening in China, the construction and everything. Actually, this, before I go to what I want to talk about, this is a new shopping mall, was built again under my watch. I saw this thing being built from ground to now. Over a short period of time, okay, this was already there. So this is a shopping mall and residential as well. It's really massive. It's really massive. And the good thing is transportation is everywhere. Everywhere there is transportation, is connected. This is another thing that you see, that China now is in demand of more and more resources in order to sustain this development that is taking place, in their country. They need resources, right? But again, it also brings me to talk about, the management, the leadership. If the leadership has got people at heart, things they function, okay? Things they function. So this is why you see, even with the decentralization that is taking place right now, still the citizens are satisfied, okay? The citizens are satisfied because China has been, trying to manage its rural-urban migration, okay, due to this development. So they've been trying to manage that. So in order to manage that, they were also embarking on, development of rural areas, okay, so that even those people in the rural areas, they also have at least basic roads, basic accommodation. Their children can go to school. Their workers can, then it can attract qualified workers to stay in the communities and develop their communities because, there's something going on there, right? So because most of the time, the reason why people move from rural to urban or from a small town to a big town is because they are going to look for greener pastures. They're going to, to look for good housing. They're going to look for transportation and convenience and shopping malls and everything. But this is why China is saying, well, we're giving you these things where you are. You don't need to come to Beijing. You don't need to be in the CBD to access all these luxury things, to access all these basic things about life. You can get those things where you stay, okay? So this is why you're seeing this decentralization, this massive project that are happening, this construction that is happening even in the CBD itself. There is a lot of massive construction that is taking place. The devolution of public services also to administrative functions is also another way that they're saying, well, let's decentralize, let's make, those communities where they are, the districts, the public service administration, let them function in the areas where they're, and it's very, very, it's very, very good, because even the people, I was reading an article that was shared by the United Nations, say, well, the citizens are satisfied with the services being provided by their local governments, and which is something, some of us we cannot talk of, because even our local government, we are not happy about the roads, we're not happy about the refuse dams, we're not happy about, public facilities, no stadiums, there is nothing that is functioning. The shopping malls are dirty and everything, I'm comparing with us. But again, it brings me to talk about, we've seen that our leaders are always in China. They are always in China. And one would expect that, well, as they are friends of China, seasoned as friends of China, why don't they just, take a minute or take a moment, to just learn about some of these things, okay? To just see how they do it. Those are some of the things that I really don't understand. When they are traveling to, what exactly are they looking for in China? Are they just looking to get money? What exactly are they looking for? You would think well, seeing what China is doing here on a large scale, why don't they learn that? Why don't they ask, how are you doing it? What is your management? What is the system? So all those things makes us to wonder, why? Because we know that, there is this chorus that is always there. China is a friend to Africa. China is helping Africa to develop. China this, China that. But how come for those years and years of friendship and development and cooperation and win-win, why is it that we still see African countries still coming to beg in China, and yet China is developing at a high speed with their people being happy? I don't understand. But anyway, this is all I wanted to share with you, my friends. I'm going to be taking you to the 16 districts that make up Beijing, and also the CBD. The CBD district is the Chaoyang district, which you are seeing in the video right now. This is the Chaoyang district, and this area is close to the United States Embassy. This is the United States Embassy, and that one, the next one is the Indian one, and that this is the CBD. This is the Chaoyang district where everything happens. But again, like I said, there are 16 districts which I'll have to take you to. I have already visited those places. I've already taken the content from there, so it's only waiting to be uploaded. Okay, but I still have more and more districts to go to. Just a few days ago, I was in Mentogo. This is where the floods happened, and I will tell you that quite a number of people lost their lives in Beijing. About 33 people were reported to have lost their lives, and others, unaccounted for, because they were swept away by the floods that took place in Beijing, in the district called Mentogo. Okay, because it has been raining for quite some time last week, and those floods happened there. But Mentogo is actually a district that is far, far, far from the CBD, very far away. Again, that area, there's also massive construction that is taking place there. There's massive development that is taking place in that area, again, that was hit by the floods, okay? And then again, I shared with you about the Dashing Airport. Dashing Airport is the one which is in the southern part of Beijing, okay? There, this is where the Dashing International Airport was. I've shared with you the video of Dashing International Airport, when it was built, when it was commissioned, and who built it. I shared with you that information some time ago. If you want to check out it, you can check it out there. And yeah, so this is all I have for you about Beijing. Okay, facts to know: 16 districts make up Beijing. Okay, but anyway, like I said, I'm going to be giving you more and more and more of this content, because this is the type of content that I want to be giving you, my friends, such that by the time I leave China, I will have had a very nice detailed diary of China. And if I move on to another country, I'll do the same, and I'll be showing you these places with you, because these days there's a lot of studies that are going on. People are studying and everything. You might one day want to study about China, or to just know about the world, developments and everything taking place. You might one day refer to this video and see the massive construction, massive development, rapid uprising communities that are being developed in China, including the transportation system and everything else. Okay, and I was also reading that urban employment is very high. All those things, I'm going to be giving them to you, because I'm also privileged enough to talk to some of these leaders in this city, and so that is why I am going to be giving you all these videos in details, not the way I have been doing it in the past, just sharing with you videos and photos, just to say this is the street of Beijing. What about that street of Beijing? What is there? What is its significance? Why is it important that we need to know about that street? All those kind of things. Those are the things that I'm going to be sharing with you, my dear friends. As you can see in this video here, this place here is called Liang Machao. Liang Machao is the central of Beijing, of Chaoyang. Okay, this is the Liang Machao area. Yeah, and this area again, where I'm going to be showing you, where we're going to be looking right now, is called the Sunshine Street, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, if I haven't forgotten the name, right? So these are bars, restaurants, KTV, and yeah, some of them they cater for foreigners. Some of them for Indians. Okay, we are all foreigners, but there are some which are very particular about the kind of food that they serve, like the ones that serve the Indians, Indian food. If you want Indian food, there's others, Western food, all those kind of things, okay? And here where we are passing right now, this is the river that cuts, in the CBD, okay? This is called Liang Maha, or Liang River. Okay, this is one. It's very, very beautiful. I've shared with you the night view of this place is just magnificent. It's beautiful, boat cruises and everything. And this one is in the CBD. Okay, it's not even in the outskirts, in the CBD, and it also touches what is called the Chaoyang Park, which is also an amazing, beautiful park. I have already shared about that park as well. So you can see that I've already been sharing about these places with you. Only that I wasn't giving you the details of the places that I've been sharing, which is something I really want to correct. Okay, I need to correct that so that I give you some things which have meaning, not just photos and videos that are meaningless to you. Okay, so this is why I'm saying this is the area that we are now. This is the Chaoyang Park area. Okay, the Chaoyang Park area, and it's also along in the CBD area, all those kind of things. So yes, my name is Ziki, and if you are new to our channel, this is the police station. Okay, this is the police station that is opposite an area called the Solana, okay, in the Chaoyang Park area. Yeah, so my name is Ziki. Like I said before, please subscribe and stay so that you don't miss on this and more that I'm going to be giving to you. I'm taking inspiration from, Wadamai used to stay in China, and he used to do all these kind of videos, but then he started, to do like upscale. So this is my intentions, to do it on a very, very informed, detailed way, not just on a mediocre way of just flooding your timeline with meaningless things. It doesn't make any sense at all. So this is a school where the way we're passing right now is it's a school. Okay, yeah, so let's go this one here. It takes the kids, it's the school, and then the communities and everything. So this is actually the CBD. I was just showing you this video because I had to put in a lot of all these videos together for this purpose of just introducing to you what we are going to be doing on the channel. Okay, what we're going to be doing on the channel. So watch out for my next upcoming video this afternoon, which I'm going to share with you. It's going to be also detailed, and I hope that you're going to learn a thing or two. One day you will travel and say, wow, this is the place that Ziki showed us in that video. Wow, what an interesting thing. And also, that times are changing, places are changing, buildings are changing, everything. Maybe in 5 years' time, when you want to come to China, things would have changed. The thing that I'm showing you here, by the time you come back, they'll be changed. You'll be like, oh, but Ziki told me this is Chaoyang Park. How come Chaoyang Park is now different? Yes, you'll be now looking at the before and the after of the areas that you'll be visiting. That is why it is very important to document some things. That is why you see, when we start to look at Harare in the 1990s, Harare in the 1970s, Harare in the 2000s, and Harare now, you start to compare like, wow, what really happened? Harare used to be beautiful. Harare used to be like this, like that. So that is the power of documentation. Okay, you don't need to be at a particular place. Those who are there can document for you so that you can also see it for yourself in the later future, which is exactly what I am doing right here. I am documenting for you so that in the future you are able to refer to this video and say, well, once upon a time it was like this. My name is Ziki. Subscribe and stay so that you don't miss on this and more. Until I come back, take care.